Dear students, it's time to perform some practical regarding functions and formulas. So first off, you will need to create this table which is mentioned on page 99 of in figure 3.67. Create this table and join with me regarding entering formulas. So once you have done that, you have to type formula regarding cells you want to apply to it. So for example, in this scenario, we want to add these values 34, 50 and 44 in the cell next to the value 44. So how do we do that? First, you should know that a formula begins with the equal sign in MS Excel. As soon as you type equal sign in the formula bar, the Excel processor knows that a formula is going to be typed. So next up, if you want to add values, you can just write the name of the function, which is SUM. Okay, then start of the bracket and name of the first cell, which is B5, and then you don't have to type the address of the next cell, type the address of the last cell, but before that you have to do what? You have to place full colon. What does the full colon mean? I'll tell you later. So now the address of the last cell. What is the address of the last cell? D and 5. So write D5 and close the bracket. As soon as you press the enter key, the value will be calculated automatically, and what it means is that sum all the values starting from B5 going to D5. So this column, full column, means 2, literally 2, from this to this. So from B5 to D5. This is a really handy feature when you are dealing with a lot of columns and values and rows. Okay, so you don't need to write. Other ways that we used to do in the previous class was just place the equal sign, not even the function, write the name of the cell B5, then plus sign, then next cell's value, which is C5, and then next cell's value after plus sign, which is D5, and close the bracket. This is a manual method which is really time consuming. So efficient way is to use the function, which is sum. Okay, so by that the processor knows that we are going to add values. Now we have to just give the references of the cells. So after that, when you are done with it, you just like you previously used the autofill handle, move to the corner of the cell until it turns into black plus sign, and then drag the cell to the last cell, okay, where the last value resides. Now what you have done, you have covered the topic relative cell addressing. That's right. So each cell has got next cell to it, which is called its relative cell. So as we have applied formula to one cell, it is not ethical practice to type each formula again and again for each cell. This is time consuming. So we will use the autofill handle to copy the formula automatically. It will be automatically copied to the each cell. So why relative cell addressing? Because the Excel only copies the formula from the previous cell and pastes it to the next cell with the fresh values. It doesn't consider the previous values for the next cell. This is the beauty of Excel. So that's how all the values will be calculated automatically, and the formula will be automatically pasted. This covers the topic of relative cell addressing. Next up is the absolute cell addressing. Now you will be easily understanding the topic absolute cell addressing. What is the difference between absolute cell addressing and relative cell addressing? Students, sometimes we need a cell value which we want it to remain constant throughout the formula when it is being copied using the relative cell addressing. But that's why it makes it different than the relative cell addressing. For example, in this scenario, which is mentioned in figure 3.69 of your book, so you have to generate this table first and then we will continue. So after you have generated this table, notice that we have got this value over 0.06. This is the text value. You just consider it's just simple a value. We have to multiply this value with each of the value mentioned in this column. Okay, like 220, 350, 24, 75, all of these values will be multiplied one by one with value 0.06. Okay, students, one thing to note here is that I have placed a note here as well, that do not copy the values as it is mentioned in the book. Do not write rupees with each value, because it will generate error. These values have been created using a special built-in function, which we are not going into details right now. So for the sake of learning, simple learning, simplified view, we will just enter the values for calculations like 220, 350, 24 and 75. Just enter that. Do not write rupees with it. Okay. Once you have done that, now we are ready to understand absolute cell addressing. Now for the first cell, click in the first cell where we are going to generate our result. Okay. Now type in the address bar, type equal sign. Now write the name of the relative cell. Okay. Remember, relative cell is the cell beside the other cell. So this is the cell that we are interested in with the value 220. So we'll write the name of the cell, which is C6. So we'll write C6, and then what we are going to do, we are going to multiply this value with this cell's value. Okay, so C6 is static. So static is for multiplication. You can find it on the numpad of your keyboard. And then we will write the absolute cell address. Now this is our absolute cell, and its address will be written carefully as mentioned here in the point, that after that you will write first dollar sign. So absolute cell address starts with the dollar sign, dollar, and then the name of the cell with the letter, which is dollar what, dollar C and dollar 3. This is the address of the cell, but with the dollar sign. After you have done that, press enter key and it will calculate the value. Students, when you have done that, use the autofill handle and copy the formula. But you will notice something here differently than the relative cell addressing. When you have done using autofill handle till this cell, then you will see, you can click on any cell and you will see, notice the change in the address. For example, if you click on the second cell, you will see the C6 from previous cell will change to C7, but the absolute cell address that we copied from here will remain the same, which is $C $3. This will remain constant throughout all the cells. This is called absolute cell addressing. So it's a really handy feature when you want one cell's value to remain constant. So this covers the topic of absolute and relative cell addressing. Dear students, now we'll move to the topic page special. For that you have to create table 3.73 on page 102. Once you have done that, now we are ready to apply page special. So what is page special? So normally you are familiar with copy, cut and paste. Once you copy something and you paste it, it is pasted wherever you are pasting it. But what is page special? Page special is an extra feature which is introduced in MS Excel. So if you, for example, in this data, you want to, you can see that in this cell, the data is, the formatting of the data is changed. It's highlighted in bold, and the size is changed with as compared to normal text. Okay. So means that the formatting has been changed for this data. So once you do that, as it is mentioned in the screen, now how you apply paste special command, you right click on this cell and copy this value. Once you have done that, click on the next cell, okay, next cell, and right click and select the option paste special. It's beneath paste, okay, paste special. Once you have selected paste special, it will present you with this menu. Okay, now what we are interested in, we are going to format only copy the formula placed in this cell. Okay, the formula placed in the cell. So when we copied it, it already copied all of the things along with the format, along with the formula, but we are only going to paste here the formula, not the format. So we will select the formula from this option and click OK, and the values will be copied, and you will notice that the format does not change regarding the other values. You can repeat the same process for the other cells, so on and so forth. So if you want to go around and want to change the format, okay, so you can copy, again right click and just copy, and then right click on any other value and apply the format, and you will see that the format will change similar to this setting. Okay, the text size and style. So this covers the paste special. You can practice with it and apply it all different options regarding this function.